Oh crap! Oh, what's up, people? I can't be saying "oh crap" at the beginning of the stream. That's crazy, man. You're not supposed to swear for the first 8 minutes of the stream. This is crazy. But yo, what's happening, people? Welcome back to another stream. You know what I'm saying? SMG TV. But yo, what's happening, people? It's crazy, man. Niggas didn't even put down their volume, man. It's crazy, man. You know, you gotta be keeping up to check with these things, man. But how you doing, IO Talks? What's happening, man?
We say, man, Chris, I'm good. What's this, the third episode?
You know what I'm saying?
We're back.
You know what I mean?
Episode 8 is out. People go check that out.
Come on, season 4, episode 8, SMG TV, baby. Go check that out on the YouTubes and all of that lovely stuff. You know what I mean? Keep us in your feed. Keep us in that search bar. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. You know what I'm saying? If you like the content that we put out, you know what I'm saying? Keep supporting the channel. You know, we're coming up to a new year. We're going to be putting out way more content. You know what I'm saying? Way higher quality productions. And we're going to be having way more fun. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I can't find what I'm looking for here. All right, cool. Boom. You know what I'm saying? But yes, we are back with another live stream today, guys. We are going to be looking at a video which was quite shocking to me. You guys have probably seen the title of this video, which is "While Locked Up, a Young Man Finds Out His Daughter Is Not His." This is a spicy one. I can only imagine. I don't want to imagine, but I can only imagine how many people are going through this situation, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think about this, man? Because you and P have seen this video. I haven't seen it before. So, what's your thoughts on this whole my man's inside and then boom bam?
I thought it was a mad thing. I feel personally, when a woman gets pregnant, having a man to do a DNA test, I know to women it's offensive and it's rude. You're trying to say that she's sleeping around, but just to prevent cases like this, I personally feel, in my opinion, DNA tests need to be had because it's wild.
Yeah, no,
and man found out in jail.
That's wild. Cause can you does he say how long he was inside for?
I'm not sure.
I mean, it doesn't really matter, man. But damn, bro, imagine that. Like, because my man spoke about like how, you know, he was doing school run and all that. Like, it's just mad, fam. Like, you know what I mean? You're with a thing outside.
Yeah.
You go inside for whatever reason, and all of a sudden that thing tells you, yeah, like that you thought was yours. That's basically, you know, keeping your mind sane in there. Yeah, that you thought was.
Bro.
I
don't wish that on anyone, bro.
Yeah, I definitely don't wish that on anyone. But yeah, we're gonna look into this. So this is from the Kelly and Ann show. Kelly and Ann show. I think that's the name of their podcast or their show.
Yeah.
Kelly and Ann show. Shout out to you guys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. We're gonna be going through the video. It's about 20 minutes long, guys. So yeah, we're just gonna be looking and talking, man. Looking and talking, seeing what's going on. Yeah, let's get into this, man. Let's see what these lovely ladies have to say. Remember, guys, hit that like, hit that subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Let's get us in the algorithms. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, algorithm.
Trust me, man. But let's get into this, man.
5 kids jackets.
What? Where
5 jackets, different color jackets, everything jackets.
I had a phone in prison, so I called her. She picked up. So I'm asking her, like, how's things, everything all right? She's like, oh, Corey, I've got something to tell you. I'm like, what's that? She's like, such and such isn't yours.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Just like that. No.
Just like that.
So she done the whole I need space for 6 months, and then when you reached out to her
again.
She then told you that the child you thought was yours isn't.
I'm sorry, I have to stop this already because I'm a bit confused, man. I'm a bit confused. She said, yeah, that the girl said to him
Yeah.
prior to him finding out that she needs space. Bro,
Was the
isn't
guilt in it?
huh?
The guilt got to her, innit?
The girl got to her, but my thing is, bro, like, he's inside. What do you mean you need space? He's nowhere near you, blood. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not like he could just walk in a room and disturb your space. Like, he's inside, bro. But anyway, I don't know. To me,
She was wild, bro.
that seems
She
real
was
weird.
wild.
Anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
And what, just straight like that?
Yeah. So what had happened, what I believe had happened is when she said she needed the space, that's when she found out. So for 6 months I'm there thinking like, are you guys alright, all of this? But you're trying to process whatever you're there processing. Like we're there thinking like, are you okay? It's not just me, it's my family as well. Like, are you guys okay? Like what's happened? These are thoughts we're having because we can't reach out. Because like when we do, it just go unresponded, you with me? So when I finally did reach out, it's like, yeah, she's not yours.
So do you not feel like she needs to go to jail?
That's a good question she's about to ask, but like, this is crazy, man. This is crazy. My man said that she said she needed space because apparently this is when she found out.
Mm-hmm.
So we know what she was doing a couple years back, but and then he and his family had to be reaching out to her. Who is this yat, fam? Excuse my French. Who's this yat?
No. So do you know what it is? It's like if I wasn't in this situation,
You said this.
it's like, yeah, she's not yours.
So do you not feel like she needs to go to jail?
No. So do you know what it is? It's like if I wasn't in this situation, I would be with you. Yeah, go to jail, like fine her, all the child support, take it back. I'd be there. But at the same time, I'm looking at it from a perspective as if you do that, what then happens to the child? She's now going to be impacted from the mistakes you've already made, which she's probably already suffering from because
It's a separation now.
exactly because I was there and then I wasn't there. So she's already dealing with that in itself, and now you're not going to be around because you're going to prison. There's no need.
So what should be the obviously there's things that men do doing stuff and there can be repercussions. What should the repercussion be of a woman letting you think that child is yours implicitly with no doubt in their mind, and then it turns out that it's not, and then they do know who it is? What's supposed to happen?
Oh, fuck that.
And it turns out that it's not, and then they
Cool. So before he answers that question, let's answer that question, bro.
What can you?
What's the punishment?
Because if you go to jail, the youth has no parents. Fining, she pays you money, but does that really heal the pain? I don't know, man. But it's evil. It's evil, man.
Evil, man. It's evil, and it's like we can't. It falls into the double standard thing because it's not really, but kind of, because there's nothing you can do. Like there are things you could do for her, but it's just gonna affect the child so much that it's almost like she's gonna get away with it because of the child, but a guy wouldn't have that grace. It's fucking wild. I mean, it's flipping wild.
do know who it is. What's supposed to happen?
Chris, the thing's not showing.
It's a tough question.
Oh my gosh.
You know what it is? I constantly look at it from a parent point of view, and I'm always thinking about those children. Yeah, you can say send them to prison. It's very easy to just say that.
Yeah.
But you're now destroying those children's lives.
100%.
Because of course in most cases the mum is the sole carer and the primary carer. She's now in prison. What happens to those kids? What if she doesn't have a family around her? They're now going into care. There's so many different variables, but it's like I don't think prison is one of them.
But then she knew. This is where I say it's wicked.
Yeah.
Because you knew who you were sleeping with. So she couldn't be 100% sure when she told you that your child was yours, that it was.
Can I give you a story? So when everything was rosy, Obviously, yeah, you're my daughter, all of that. My sister was having a conversation with her friend. She was talking about my daughter, which I thought was my daughter at the time, showing her pictures. Her friend turned to her and said, "Oh, such and such is your brother." She was like, "Nah, my brother's Corey." She forgot about that conversation, completely forgot about it. Fast forward to us finding out the name.
What's that?
No, are you hearing what they're saying? They're saying the friend and his sister had a conversation, and I think he's saying that he mentioned the actual dad, but she's obviously she's brushed it off. She's not clocking in it.
Oh,
That's why I was like, oh my god.
that's techie, fam. That's techie, fam.
Name that
No,
she
that's
said,
No.
that is the actual
So
dad.
she always
Did she always
knew.
knew?
No, so this is a distant friend who's seen the picture and seen the dad in what I thought was my daughter at the time. So if a distant friend have seen that, you definitely knew. Like, you definitely knew. There wasn't a... You chose which one you wanted to go for whatever reason. I don't know. Don't have to answer, but that's
So
you
what?
chose to
So
do.
basically, that time when she said, "I need space," she must have done the official test.
She did.
So he came back in contact because you was away now. So there was space for that to happen.
This, bruv. I'm sorry, bruv. This is ratchet, cuz.
Women are wicked. Women are wicked.
Alright, listen, I know this does not go for every gal or even the majority of gal, but this is why you can't trust gal. Fam. Are you
You
crazy?
can't, bro.
Man said the Donny came back into her life, bro, when you was in there. Oh. Alright, this is not fair, man.
Because I don't
You never
actually
had a
know.
conversation with her in regards to this.
So cool. So obviously she's essentially that conversation I had with her when I called her. That was the last time I spoke to her.
No.
So that was the last. Yeah, that was the last time I spoke to her.
Till this day.
Yeah, because essentially when I even got on the phone to my daughter, she called me Corey.
Your daughter?
Yeah.
How,
Because-
how old was? Wait.
So at the time she would have been 6. So remember when I said 6 months before she cut us off?
But before that, she was calling you dad.
Yeah. But you see when she cut us off, what was happening, I believe she was now introducing, they were now, where they've done the DNA, they're now doing all of that, introducing and doing all of that stuff. So I wasn't dad to her anymore. Obviously at 5, 6 years old, you're easily impressionable. I'm not sure what happened, but I wasn't her dad
Yeah, you were a
anymore.
child.
Yeah.
So how did you feel mentally during that time? Like, what was going through your head? How have you become the man that you are now? Because that could break down a lot of people. That's deep.
I was broken. There isn't no can. I was broken. Like broken. And I think everything definitely happens for a reason. Because if I was out and that broken, what would I potentially then go and do? Like, you've just found out that a daughter which was you thought was yours, water birth, everything there, doing school runs, all of that, active dad, doing all of that. Like, a lot of people have seen how I am with my daughter. That's exactly how I was with her. You with me? So it's like going from that to then she's not yours, never gonna see her again. It's a hard pill to swallow.
It's like a loss. It's like a
Yeah,
death.
so that's exactly what it is. It's a grievance.
Yeah.
So you literally have to grieve. So me and my family went for a full grieving period.
Oh my God.
Obviously, like what? Yeah. So then,
Bro. I don't wanna be bad mouthing women in this stream. So I'm gonna try and keep it cool because I know that this is an isolated well. You know what I mean? But this is pure wickedness, fam. This is pure wickedness, bro. Because he said that the child was 6, 5, 6 or something like that when it all came out. That means for 6 years, bro, he was a father. There's no way that child just switched it over in her head that, oh, this is not. But she had to be told probably
Yeah,
countless
she was
times.
told that she met her actual dad.
But even the fact that she has to be reminded, like, no, that's not your dad. This is your dad. That's not your dad. And that whole brainwashing. Oh man, you see, gal. Yeah, I'm sorry, I know I keep saying it's gonna sound bad, but
Some girl. Disclaimer, some girl.
yeah, I know. You see some, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know if it's a hormone thing. I don't know if it's a female thing. I don't know if it's just an emotion. I don't know what it is. But the fact that, because guys could probably do this too, but I don't feel like it would be something that a guy would do, because it's actually just effed up. You know what I mean? Like, it's just effed up. Like, to make somebody else, I don't even want to go through it, man. Guys, you're seeing, man. Be careful who you're doing your things with, fam. Be careful.
That's it. But don't
So
you
then
think,
never spoke to her again. Then did the
but don't you think some girls assume that, okay, this is the dad, even though she's been sleeping around, she's made a stupid mistake. Oh, this is the guy that I'm with. She's assumed that she's the dad.
Perhaps that could be the case. There's elements to this that make me kind of think otherwise, just because
But then the woman should know her cycle though, so I don't know.
she should. But then, you know, there's certain gal out here which I'm not speaking bad about, but they're just ratchet, bro. They'll pipe a Donny. They might pipe a Donny in the next Donny in the same day. They might pipe a next Donny the day after or the day after that. So it's all in the same, you know what I mean? Like, that's when you really don't know what's going on. You just gotta wait for that DNA. That alone, like, I don't like, even just put aside the fact that the baby, nobody knows what's going on. The fact that this is how she lives her life. She just lets man just pipe her just like that in the same day or over the course of a couple days. Multiple man. Like, no dom. Crazy, man. This guy look African as well, fam. I hope it's not African. I feel bad. I don't know.
segment with Trend Central. So now that was planned. I think, I don't remember the exact date, but let's say that was planned on like a Saturday, randomly, and nobody knew about that episode. Nobody knew I was shooting it. So let's say we're now Thursday morning.
Yeah.
I randomly get a call on Insta from her.
The woman or
after 7 years, yeah.
The woman?
Yeah. Randomly. After 7 years, randomly. And then she, like, at first, because at that time in the morning, I'm getting ready, I'm putting on my overalls, I'm thinking it's one of my employees.
Yeah.
So instantly, without even looking at the phone, nobody calls me that time of the morning, unless it's one of those. Because we have to talk about materials, where the job is, such and such. So I picked up straight away, not even realizing it's a Insta call, and it was her. She's like, oh, like, hi, I don't want you to take this the wrong way, such and such and such.
Absolutely.
It threw me off. And she was basically saying that her daughter came to her and she remembers me. So then after that conversation, I essentially had to end the conversation, because it's like, for one, it was very invasive. You just feeling very comfortable enough to be able to just call my phone. And not even really coming with an apology. It was just weird energy.
Was it after 7 years?
After 7 years. Just randomly out of nowhere. Just
Opening new wounds?
Yeah.
Wounds?
Old wounds.
Old wounds. Old wounds.
So yeah, I basically had to just end the conversation saying I can't promise I'm going to get back to you, but I need to process what's just happened, you know? Got off the phone.
What's she happened for?
I have no idea. I have no idea. So as I said, got off the phone. I had to listen. I was about to break down. I had to call my sister. Me and my sister had to do some breathing exercises and that, because it's like all of those wounds and stuff that I thought I dealt with. I realized I ain't dealt with that. Like, I fully ain't dealt with that. Exactly. Literally just been going along. So did the show. Obviously, of course, I didn't share with them that I'm doing the show, because realistically, it's not your business. It's kind of my story.
100%.
Then it ended up with me actually going to meet her, but away from her mum. So I went out there with her auntie, met with her. Even that was crazy. That was.
Why did you meet with her? Was it to kind of lay everything together?
So now for me, when her mum first called me, it was a point where she was saying that she remembers me. Obviously, she was 5 at the time when she found out, but she still remembers me. She remembers my family, all the names. She started naming all my names, all of that. Yeah. So then I think for me as well, it was a case of she wanted to kind of have that me. With me, I was skeptical at first because it's like, how do I even process this? But one thing that was apparent to me is every time I would think on it before any of this would happen, it would bring me to tears. Yeah. So it's like instantly I knew for all that period of time I only remember her from when she was 5 and younger. That's the only version of her I remember. And then losing that, it's like now she's a grown child. She's 11. She's in high school, doing all these things. She's a new person. Let me at least like meet with her, maybe even see what she remembers. Share some stories and kind of not put it to bed, but kind of closure, you know. So then, yeah, we basically did that, and it was crazy. I'm not somebody that's usually speechless, but for a good 35 minutes, her auntie had to kind of make up conversation. You see, sometimes you ever been when you're young, you go on those awkward dates where you're sitting there struggling for words to say. I swear, I'm not one that's stuck for words. I'm there, I'm having to look at her auntie like, can you like help me? Chime in because I'm struggling. I'm just there staring at her in awe.
Like, how did that end then? That meetup? How did it end?
So it ended in me basically just letting her know whatever. No, so essentially it was me explaining to her that for the first 5 years of her life, obviously I was her dad, but it's a case now understanding your dad that's in your life and has been in your life from the age of 5, 6 to now, that's who's gonna kind of still be there as your solid role model and continue to make those memories. But it's nice that we can kind of that we have reconnected and shared that love and all those memories, but it's kind of putting that to bed sort of thing. And I just basically told her that whatever dreams and aspirations you have, just go for them. Like wholeheartedly go for them. Don't ever let nobody tell you no. If that's something you want to do, just go for it. And just simply sharing a bit of my story in terms of what I did and kind of how I got to where I got to. So yeah, it was a bit of it was definitely an emotional one. But
so how has that been in terms of like your trust with women now, like going forward in terms of building that other relationships? And I know you had a child after that, didn't you?
Yeah. So it's a case where I didn't think it impacted me as much as it did. Because with me, I'm very easy at kind of not brushing things under the carpet, but kind of carrying on, you know? So I didn't actually realize how much it impacted my trust issues. Like, I'm one of the people that now, like, obviously I don't do it now, I'm only joking, but counts money out the cash machine. It's like the cash machine's giving you the right bread. It's not messing you around. There's not no trickster, like, tricked you, missing £100, I still count that.
I'll count it.
So it's like, it definitely did impact me, but once I actually understood that, I could then kind of put things in place to kind of work on that and understand sometimes if a situation's happened, I'm being triggered by my trauma. That person's not necessarily doing anything wrong.
Okay.
And it's actually understanding that and being able to deal with that. I went to counselling and did all of that. It's definitely an ongoing journey, but I definitely found out some of the core reasons as to why I do things. You with me? So
with regards to the daughter that is actually your daughter now, with regards to that relationship, when your ex-partner said she was pregnant, did you want a test?
So what you got to remember is when she said she was pregnant, I didn't know. So I was out of prison. So it's only when I went to prison I found out that my first daughter wasn't mine. So when I was out of prison, we was incorporated as a 3. Because we're now doing I'm now co-parenting with my 5-year-old daughter. Sometimes I'd have to work, so she'd be at home with my girlfriend at the time. You with me? So they even had their own independent relationship.
Oh, so you wasn't with?
No, I wasn't with her. So I wasn't with her for 2 years, I believe, maybe 2 or 3 years.
Okay, that makes
So
sense.
so we was only together. So she was born. Talking about my first daughter, when she was born, we were in a relationship for 2 years. And then after that,
so the daughter who is your daughter now, her mum knew that child. Okay, I didn't. That's the part that I was missing.
Yeah.
Okay.
She fully knew her, so she even on her own accord went for her own grievances because.
I'll be very honest with you, bro. He should have said that at the beginning, fam, because this makes everything quite a little bit not very different, but it has a lot of different perspectives. Like, you know what I mean?
Of course, she kind of like she was there, you know. No, she was there. So everyone goes through, obviously, as I said, everyone goes through their trauma. But with certain things, I feel like with me being able to go through this, I'm able to kind of articulate, get on a screen and actually talk about it, because this is a subject that isn't spoken about a lot, but it happens to guys on a daily basis. And nothing happens. You're just meant to jump up, go back to work and pretend everything's cool. Some guys, they've literally had their whole family ripped from underneath them. None of their children are theirs. But he's still expected to jump up and go to work and earn money and be that man and be that role model. Well, he just has his whole life just ripped away from him.
I genuinely know someone who's never been the same. He found out, and it was only 10, 11 months, and that person has never been the same. As in, you know, like someone has changed, they've left the country, they now live in Thailand, and they've never been right, and it just don't sit right for me, because, okay, you can't send people to jail, but there has to be some level of deterrent for one, because people just be doing it, giving jacket left, right and centre.
Right.
And then what, I can't, I think it burns me.
They should have tests.
No, there was
Did you
one.
say something?
No, one of the comments said.
So I mean, we pretty much got the gist of my man's story. Like, this is effed up, man. This is effed up. But I didn't get what he was saying at the end. I kind of do. But was he saying that the second youth that he had, he got the girl?
They were around the youth that was meant to be his.
That's wild. That sounds.
The baby mums knew each other, innit? Because they were co-parenting, innit?
Yeah, his thing is messy still.
So his child that is his has lost a sister. It's messed. Well, maybe they have. Who knows?
Because I don't really, I don't know what to say, because I don't want to say anything offensive. I don't want to speak about a certain people in a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
This is messed up, fam. Like, but I think we have to do an episode on this on the podcast, man.
Yeah, we do, because
techie store. Because there's a lot of guys, like, there's a lot of guys.
It happens a lot still.
Yeah, and a woman, like, I don't want to say this to be like, oh, the woman was doing it. A woman would never experience this. Like, they can empathize with it, but they would never know what it's like to raise a child that's not theirs unknowingly. You know what I'm saying? That is crazy. And then to have that relationship ripped away from you, and your family was involved, the embarrassment that you're going to face, the trauma that you're going to face, the depression. Yo, my brother. Like, there's not enough Channel 4 documentaries, fam, for something like this, fam. You know, them kind of, even the girls are shocked at what he's saying, fam.
Because I don't know, man. But like you said, something has to happen to these girls, because you can't do that, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, go on.
You can't do that. You can't. I don't know what goes through their mind. Like I said, unless you're sleeping around and you just assume that this guy's the dad when he's not. I don't know. Or you didn't check your side. I don't know, man.
It goes to those conversations that we have where we speak about, you know what I'm saying, people sleeping around, that the responsibility, you know what I mean? Fair enough, it takes two to tango. The guy piped, or some guy piped, you know what I'm saying? Because the guy piped and it wasn't even his youth. But I don't know. We can't say, oh, the woman was scared that she found out it wasn't his, so she didn't tell him. It sounds more like the woman was selfish, or just had a very cunning plan. Because you know the everything about it is there are some situations where this is completely planned out by one party. So you may have the mother being with one guy, you know what I'm saying, always making my man wrap up his thing when they're smashing and that. A couple of times he probably gets it through without the, you know what I mean. Then she's seeing some next Donny on the side. She don't want no done with my man. She's letting him beat raw. You know what I'm saying? These times she comes out with a you, comes back to the first Donny, because she feels my man might have a job, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like he might be a more convenient fit. You know what I'm saying? So she's like, yeah, let me just put this on him. You know, he likes me anyway, so of course he won't mind looking after a child that he thinks is his. Yo, brother, there's levels of evil in this world, fam. But this is a different. And then when we say that, all right, what would a fair punishment for somebody like that be to face? And then someone says, oh well, jail. And then you say, well, we can't say jail because there's a child involved. The child needs their mother. Oh, all right, well, okay. You can't fine the person. What kind of stupidness is that? A fine? You gonna fine
the fine's not gonna do nothing.
I ain't gonna do it. It's
not gonna do nothing.
Like, it's not applicable. You know what I'm saying? This is mad, bro. This is crazy. Like, I feel for my man. You can see that, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's been through it. He don't look tapped or nothing like that, but you can definitely see that he's had to rub his head a few times, you know what I'm saying? And if anybody out there, I mean, you might not even know you're going through this situation, but anybody that ends up watching this and has that question in your mind, like there's something bugging you, or maybe you know, or even a female, you know what I'm saying, that's harboring information from the Donny that you're with or that you're claiming child support of, yo, I don't even know what to say to you, man. Like, for the Donnies, stay strong. Don't let depression take you over. Be sure of what your suspicions are. You know what I'm saying? Don't move reckless. Don't move angry. Don't move mad and start throwing fists into walls and all them stupidnesses as much as you want to.
100%.
Because the crowd is still going to see your reaction to whatever situation happened. And to the females out there, man, I just place you into God's hands, man. I just place you into God's hands.
That's it, bro.
Only God knows what to do with you, lot.
Only God, may God have mercy on you, because
God have
that's
mercy.
wicked.
Oh, bro, ruin a man's whole situation, you know, blood.
That's the worst. That's the worst thing a woman can do to a man.
Yeah, actually, yeah, because you've done everything at once. You cheated, you've deceived, you've lied. He's raising a child that ain't his. I mean, there's all sorts of bro. But anyway, yeah. So I mean, we're definitely gonna cover this. Probably not in depth, but I'm gonna find a few different stories that we apart and then probably speak about on the podcast. It will be interesting if we actually get somebody that's been through a situation like this to speak about it. Like even this, like we can find my man, you know what I'm saying, and say, yo, come true, man, come sit down. In fact, I'm gonna shout him still. Yeah, when we come off his live, I'm gonna shout him, man. I'm gonna reach out to him on Instagram.
I think I know his app.
Yeah. I think I see it in these links, man, because damn, I wouldn't even like to put that in a movie, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Guys, you see what's going on here in the world. You know what I'm saying? It's not an isolated situation, unfortunately. There are people that are live or going through these things. There are guys out here that are live or feeding children, taking them to school, wiping their ass when they would shit their nappies and all sorts of things, and them youths ain't theirs. And hold tight the guys that find out that the youths are not theirs and they still want to have a positive impact, even if they're not still in the youth's lives. Like my man was saying, in your departure, leave some good words for them if you can, if the situation allows you to. You know what I'm saying? You know, whatever don't kill you definitely makes you stronger in a situation like this. But yeah, man, for any of those guys that's held it down, or whatever, man, my prayers are with you. You know what I'm saying? SMG is here for you. You figure dig it. You can always send your story in.
It's terrible. He's laughing and saying we're there, you're busting up.
We there, man. It's just, you know what I mean? I have to get my laughter out now. Oh, no, it's not funny. I ain't laughing. It's not a funny situation, but yeah, we there, man. But yeah, Ayo, man, we gonna wrap that one up there. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like this is even too heavy for me to speak on.
It's too heavy, bro. It's too heavy, bro.
This is messed up. But guys, again, hit that like, hit that subscribe if you're not already subscribed. You know what I'm saying? You know, keep coming to the channel, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be pushing out more content like this. You know, we'll be live streaming we're gonna set up a schedule where we're actually gonna be live streaming a couple times a week on particular days at particular times. We'll probably start out from January first week, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, keep locking in, you know what I'm saying? You know, and let's get this shift, man. You know what I'm saying? But Ayo,
That's it, man. Chris,
I'm gonna see you in a couple days, man.
trust me, couple of days, man. In a bit, my guy.
Come on, man. God bless, man. You know what I'm saying?
God bless, bro.
Everybody out there, have a good night. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see you on the next live stream. Peace in the Middle East, man.